back, my favorite art students. We are here for week number 3 of virtual art learning, and we are going to start talking about the elements of art. And so the elements of art are the ingredients to making a great artwork. So ingredients. If I was making a chocolate chip cookie recipe with my adults, I would need the ingredients, which would be flour and eggs, and I want to make it sweeter, so I'm going to put a little sugar in there. Okay, those are ingredients for making cookies. So if I wanted to make a painting, I would need several ingredients to make it look nice, and so they are line. We've learned these in kindergarten. Those are the zigzags. They could be wavy, they could be loop-de-loop. Those are lines. Shapes, though, can be geometric, like circles and squares, or organic, and they could be like flowy and flowery. Form, those are the 3D shapes. Okay. Color, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, black, brown. In art, we learn about primary colors. We learn about warm and cool colors. We're going to be learning about tertiary colors. Whoa, big word. Value. Value is the light or dark of a color, okay? It's not just red. It could be dark red. It could be pink. It could be light red. Space. We're not talking about the outer space. We're talking about the space on the picture and how do we make things look like it goes into space, okay? Texture. That's the way artwork feels, all right? So we use all these to make beautiful masterpieces. And some of these, when they repeat, can be used in different ways, like making patterns or showing movement. But these are the special ingredients that we need to first learn about before making art. All right, let's learn more about it.
These are the elements of art. Line, shape, form, space, color, value, and texture. A person cannot create art without using at least one or two of these elements. Lines are a continuous mark made on some kind of surface. Lines can be straight or wavy, thin or bold. When put together, lines create shapes. Shapes can be geometric, like squares, circles, and triangles, or natural, like a tree or a seashell. They can be two-dimensional or flat, like a pencil mark on paper. Or they can be three-dimensional, like a sculpture. When something is three-dimensional, it has form. Objects with form take up space, or at least look like they take up space. Space is the distance or area between, around, above, or within things. It can be the area taken up by an object, or it can be the area around an object. Color can often help show us space. Color is the most expressive element of art. There are primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. There are also secondary colors, orange, green, and purple. Secondary colors come from mixing the primary colors. Colors always have a value. Value is the lightness or darkness of a color. When a dark value is next to a light value, it creates contrast. Different color values can create texture. Texture is how a surface feels. They can be rough or smooth, wet or dry, soft or hard. These are the elements of art: line, shape, form, space, color, value, and texture. They are in every piece of art ever made, but they are also in the world around you. Look around. Can you find them?
So now that we have seen what the elements of art are, let's see if we can understand how they're used. We're going to be making some artworks using the letters of our names, and then we're going to be using the elements of art that we learned about to decorate the inside. That would be the background space of the picture. Okay, so first we're going to analyze my picture and see if we can find the elements, and then I'm going to show you exactly how to make your own. All right, let's watch. Now that we have seen what the elements of art are, let's see if we can locate them in this picture that I've drawn. So, line, I have used it various ways. I have zigzag lines, I have straight lines, I have lines that repeat that make a pattern. So I have a striped pattern, I have a polka dotted pattern. Shape is when a line comes back to where it starts. So that means I have circles, those are geometric shapes. I have organic shapes like leaves and flowers and suns, like those are found in nature. Form is a 3D object. We don't have any 3D objects, and that's okay because not all artworks have to have the elements of art. Color. Color has been used in various ways along my picture. I've got warm colors, cool colors. I have value, which means that it goes from a dark to a light. Texture. Texture is the way something feels. So I have a brick texture to make it feel rough and bumpy. Space. The letters in the name have made negative space for me to put my artwork in. And so that is how I use the 7 elements of art to make my artwork. Now let us try it. All right, so to begin my project, I want to have a long, skinny piece of paper that I can put my name on. So I'm going to take a regular sheet of paper and I'm going to fold it in half the long and skinny way. I call it the hot dog bun way because it looks more like a really big, long hot dog bun. All right, open it up. Cut it right down the middle. Jump, 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 jump. All right. And now I've got space to put my name. All right, so I want to use the letters of my name. So that's how I need to figure out how to map out my name. So my name has 5 letters in it. So M, E, G, A, N. Those are my letters. I want to make them tall so they touch the bottom and top of my paper. I also want to have them evenly spaced. So the easiest way is to figure out the middle of my name. So if I start at the end and I work my way in, the G is the middle. So right here, I am going to make a gigantic letter G. All right, so now I know that I have 1, 2 letters to fit here. So now I can fit my A and my N. Ooh. And then over here, I need 2 letters, my M and my E. So I'm going to fit a really long M as well as a big letter E. All right, and that's how I evenly spaced out my letters. Now, if I have a name like John, I have only 4 letters. So that means the middle is actually right in between 2. So this way would be John. All right, so that's how I'm spacing out my letters. So now I'm going to Sharpie my letters, make them really stand out. So the letters in my name have now created negative spaces for me to decorate. If you are up for a challenge and want a more advanced way of doing this, try doing it with bubble letters. That's going to give you a lot more spaces to work with and make new patterns. And how I do that is before I do Sharpieing, I do my name in pencil, and then instead of tracing on the line, I'm actually going to go around the line. I can do all different types. I can do varsity letter. There's a varsity letter N. I could make it look bubbly by having rounded lines. Oops. Don't forget the inside. There's my A. Up and around. And there's my G. Ooh, let's get fancy with this one. I'm going to do more of a block letter. Block, block, block. And then, of course, the M. Do the inside. as well as the outside. All right, so not only do I have negative space in between my letters, but I also have spaces in the actual letter. So that's going to give me a lot more things to work with. All right, have fun. Make some art. All right, let's go get our creative materials. For this, you can choose whatever you want to use. If you want to use crayons or markers or colored pencils or Sharpies to decorate your artwork, that is totally fine. All right, let's get started. So I hope you had fun learning about the elements of art, because guess what? We're going to be talking about them all year long. Everything we do revolves around the elements of art. So that's why it's important we understand what they are and how we use them. Okay? So make your awesome name tags. They're going to look great on your bedroom door or maybe above your study area. But most importantly, make sure you take a picture of whatever you create and send them back to me through the Google Classroom assignment tab. All right, I had fun creating with you, and I will see you next time.